Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is a Monday, so I know this is your day off. So just you sitting in this class alone tells us what kind of stylist you are. And for me personally, education is everything. And so like you're speaking to my heart just by being here. So I'm really excited to share everything that I have to offer to you today. We're going to be going over the full intro of the Rusk umbrella and everything we offer as far as color line goes. And if you're switching from another color line, please, again, don't hesitate to ask questions. I don't bite. My bark is a little loud. I tend to, get real excited when I'm talking about things. So like I said, just shoot your questions in the chat and let's get this conversation rolling here. So let's talk about what we're going to cover today. Rusk, the line, the brand, the passion behind it was started for stylists by stylists. And that's really at the root of who we are. It's in our DNA, and color is in our DNA. Same as being a stylist, right? We bleed color. That's how I like to say it. So it was actually born on the gritty streets of Gaslow, Scotland by the culture-defining haircutting and styling master Irving Rusk. Modernized and perfected over the years across the globe, hairdressers rely on Rusk as an everyday must-have in their toolkit. And I can tell you that me as a stylist behind the chair, even as an educator, we are required to be a stylist behind the chair. So I know what you guys are facing on a day-to-day basis. And just so you get a little overview of who I am and what I'm talking to you about, my name is Jessica Bartolomeo. Some of you may have been in my classes before, some may be new, so excited to see fresh new faces. I have been with Rusk for about 9.5 years now, and I got started by just sampling a little color that I received, and it was the most incredible thing, and I needed to know everything about it and where it came from and why it was there, and just the education behind it alone is enough to support you as a professional moving forward. And that again is what we really root to is stylist for stylist. So we believe in professional, reliable performance and results. So all of this information is just soaked in by you and added to your toolbox to make sure that you have everything you need behind the chair. Combined with affordability, it is a right, not a privilege. And we believe that empowering the professional stylist is at the core of our brand, providing you with the confidence to create and the tools to grow your business. So let's talk about what is under the Rusk umbrella. Okay, everything that we have to offer from color lines. We have multiple color lines. We have the at-home care that you need to provide to your clients so that they can maintain the longevity of these beautiful services that you're providing them, as well as styling products for you behind the chair and to retail to your clients, and the amazing engineering and ingenuity that goes into our tools as far as blow dryers, flat irons, heat tools, and our incredible blades. Okay, so getting started with the Rusk color portfolio. And this again is one of my most favorite things about this brand and what drew me to them in the first place. And it's that we have a variety of things to offer, and it's not necessarily that you need every little thing, it's that we have something for every need. So getting started with the Rusk color portfolio, I want to introduce you to or remind you of one of our brand new additions, which is the Rusk 10. Now, Rusk 10 is a permanent cream hair color that processes in only 10 minutes. So this is allowing you to reinvent your appointment book behind the chair. Right now, everybody wants instant gratification. So the fact that you can get a full head of color on, haircut and style, and they're out in an hour, not only helps you increase revenue behind the chair, but your clients have that busy on-the-go life. So you're going to be able to get more of them in a faster manner, and it's going to be a win-win for everyone. So it's, again, 10 minutes to beautiful hair color. So what is Rusk 10? Rusk 10 is a permanent color that is delivering premium results in only 10 minutes. The more accessible and cost-effective hair color to maximize your time as a stylist behind the chair. We have 15 intermixable shades. It has 100% gray coverage with our micropigment technology for deeper color deposit and longer lasting color. So you're getting those clients in faster, and the longevity of it is just as great as any of the services, or even better than any of the services that you have previously delivered to them. So let's discover how to make more money behind the chair in less time. Rusk Intent features and benefits, advanced micropigment technology. So this is what we were referencing, how you get 100% gray coverage. Deposits color deeply into the cortex for longer lasting color and complete gray coverage. So we have conditioning with 5 amino acids, very low ammonia, vegan, cruelty-free, and we have our Terramarine complex for superior moisture and integrity of the hair. So what that Terramarine complex is doing is giving your client a deep conditioning service at the same time as the hair coloring process. So you're getting moisture, you're protecting the integrity of the hair, and you're getting impeccable shine that is going to last the life of that hair color. So amino acids are naturally found in the hair structure, which is responsible for the strength and the elasticity. So that comes back to keeping the integrity of the hair intact, because healthy hair is our #1 goal. So beautiful, healthy hair in only 10-minute processing time. So let's reinvent your appointment book with premium services, 100% gray coverage, diverse mixing ratios for blending or covering gray. That meaning that you can modify your mixing ratio to whatever that specific need is. We've got our 10 foils in 10 minutes to create a new look, so you can offer multiple services among your service list. We can shift the client's natural base or camouflage grow out. You have more frequent client visits because they're in and out of the chair in such a quick manner that they're able to accommodate it in their schedule more. More clients added to your schedule daily. So you can also offer faster mini services. So you can do just like a partial touch up on somebody. Say they're coming in for just a haircut and they've got a quick little grow out. You can use it as an add-on service. Give me 10 minutes and I get complete 100% gray coverage added into your 30-minute haircut time frame. 10 minutes is almost nothing, right? Great way to add on to those sales and that revenue behind the chair. So all in 10 minutes, guys, 10-minute processing. So our Rusk and 10 shade chart, like we said, we offer 15 intermixable shades. Now we have our N series, which is going to be our neutrals. Then we have our mahogany, which is going to cover our reds, our copper gold, beautiful, nice, rich, warm tones, our gold, our sand, our ash bases. And then we also are coming in with brand new added tones to this family as well. So again, covering all of the bases that are needed for you as a stylist behind the chair to really customize your palette as an artist for each individual client's needs. Okay, so speaking of our new shades, and Marlo Beauty has these available to you right now. So definitely a little sneak tidbit there. With our 7 new shades, we have a 5NN and a 7NN series. So again, these are calibrated, so you're able to mix and create a 6 between the two. But an NN series is going to be great for those clients maybe that have a little bit more stubborn gray, or you need a little bit of better coverage. And then we have our 6C and our 6R. So our 6 copper and our 6 red. And these are fantastic to add into our palette of colors here, because these are going to be pure tones. So these are going to give you rich, vibrant, beautiful coverage in only 10 minutes flat. We have our 5 ash, which is great for combating unwanted red tones in the hair when you're, processing and lifting those deeper colors, as well as a 6 sand and a 10 sand to add into our sand series for just beautiful, nice, bright highlights in only a 10-minute time complex. So let's talk about the tonal families now, since we've kind of covered that a little bit. So Rusk and 10 has the tonal families that follows. We have our neutral, which is going to be equal parts red, yellow, and blue. We have our chocolate, which is a polychromatic blend, meaning that it has all the tones of the rainbows already pre-blended for you. Gives you a beautiful, shiny, vibrant ending. We have our ash series, which is going to be A, and it is a blue-violet base. Sand is going to be a violet gold. Gold is a pure gold, so again, another pure tone. Our copper gold is going to be an orange gold, so it's going to really reach in and give you those nice, warm, rich tones that you're looking for. Our red is our R is going to be our red, which are beautiful, vibrant tones as well, and the mahogany is a red violet. Now, keep in mind that Rusk and 10 follows an American level system. So if you are familiar with our traditional permanent cream hair color line that we're originally came out with. Our original cream hair color line follows an international system. So the Rusk 10 follows an American level system. And the difference with that being that an American level system is going to have a little bit more sheerness to it. So if you normally use, say, a level 5 in our international system, you're going to want to drop the level down to a level 4. Okay. So remember that there is a slight difference in those. So let's talk about usage and how the Rusk 10 can be used in multiple ways. When used for 100% gray coverage, as a low light, Rusk 10 follows this processing guideline. So we're going to do 1 ounce of Rusk 10 to 1 ounce of our 20 volume developer, which is standard for gray coverage. Now keep in mind that you can use any of our developers. So you can use the 0 lift, the 10, 20, 30, and 40 volume developer, just based off of what that client's need is. So for just regular standard gray coverage, we recommend using our 20 volume developer. So you're going to mix 1 to 1 and you're going to process for just 10 minutes. And again, you're going to get those beautiful, completely covered, gorgeous, shiny results. For gray camouflage or base lift, we're going to be mixing 1 part Rusk 10 to 2 parts of our developer. And that's going to process for 10 minutes as well. Okay, so you're diluting it out just a little bit more, just so you get a little more sheerness, and it's going to give you that light shift within that hair color. Everybody following so far? I know it's a lot of information right out the door, so. Okay, so that was our, oops. There we go. Sorry, guys. So let's increase your revenue in less time. Let's talk about that just a little bit here. And that is going to be where you can do a regular hair color service in just 10 minutes flat, charging the average cost of $60 to $70. And you can get about 10 of those done in an 8-hour day versus a traditional color line, like our traditional Italian cream hair color is a permanent color root touch-up. The standard processing time on that is 45 minutes at the same cost, but you're not able to get as many in. So you're only able to get 6+ in during a day. So just look at that alone is going to tell you how much time you're saving and how much revenue you're able to get in one day. So less time and more money. Okay, so let's break that down a little bit more as far as profit goes. With your Rusk 10 root touch-up, only taking 10 minutes at a $60 to $70 average, your cost of application for 2 ounce touch-up is going to be $1.64, and you're able to get 8+ of those in one day. So you're looking at about $546+ in profit to your salon versus our average regular touch-up time frame at 45 minutes with our traditional line at the same cost. Your cost of application is $3.52, and you're only able to get 4+ of those in a day. So your profit is going to be about $256. So just that alone, you guys, is almost tripling your income. Okay, isn't that incredible? Just from switching from a regular 45 minutes down to 10. So time is everything, right? Definitely working at the forefront of that for you. So back to our Rusk 10 before we move on to our traditional hair color line. Does anybody have any questions about our Rusk 10 10-minute cream hair color? Did we have any in the chat that I didn't get to or that weren't answered? It looks like Natasha's on top of all of those questions. So I think we're doing good. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about our traditional Italian cream hair color line. And this is where we got started in the very beginning when it comes to color. So while our Rusk 10 is definitely a great additive to you as a stylist behind the chair, we also have our backbone and a need for our regular traditional line as well. So deep shine hair color, when they shine, you shine, right? When you have gorgeous, beautiful clients walking around and they're sending more clients to you, word of mouth is everything. So making sure that we, again, keep the integrity of the hair intact with our high performance, affordable hair color and care products, developed by colorists for colorists. So again, coming back into stylists for stylists behind the chair. We have our advanced technology really pushing the forefront of all of our color line as well. So our Deep Shine Pure Pigment Conditioning Cream Hair Color. What is Deep Shine Permanent? Deep Shine Permanent Cream Color is a family of 60 plus intermixable shades with a variety of tonal families for gray coverage and lift in one process. To round out the portfolio, 3 high lift shades as well as triple action clear for lifting and toning all in one. Deep Shine has a color palette that assists in customized hair color formulation. With Deep Shine Permanent, we have opened the door for simple, worry-free formulations to achieve those target hair colors. So you have, again, an unlimited palette for you as an artist to create all these beautiful photos that people are bringing in from social media. All right, so features and benefits, 63 shades across 11 tonal families, again, creating an unlimited palette for you to create anything. Ideal for colorists who want long-lasting results, 100% gray coverage, because who doesn't need that? Up to 4 levels of lift, which is traditional with maintaining hair color control during the hair coloring process. A low ammonia hair color, so we are less than 2%, and an economical size and price per ounce of our 3.4 ounce tube, which is much larger than you'll see in a lot of our competitors as well. So how does it work? Micropigment technology. So you've heard this term a couple of times. You've heard it in our Rusk 10, but it's also in our traditional hair color line. So micropigment technology penetrates more easily and deeply into the hair shaft. As micropigments reach the cortex, the molecules combine to ensure a long-lasting color with complete gray coverage. So basically what it is we've refined our hair color molecules to be so small that they're like dust, where traditional hair color molecules are going to be more like that raw granulated sugar that you see. So you're able to get a lot more into the shaft of the hair without needing to open the cuticle any further. So we get up to 100% of gray coverage with just 10 volume developer, which most are with 20 volume with gray because gray is resistant. So that's where our micropigment technology really comes into play. We also have our marine nutrient complex, which we've harnessed the power of the sea to replenish that deep shine. An exclusive formula combines when nourishing the powers of algae, sea kelp, vitamins, trace minerals, amino acids, and moisture-rich lipids to seal, strengthen, and protect the hair during the hair coloring process. So again, giving that client a deep conditioning service that is so rich that you don't need any other additives in there for bond protection or keeping the integrity of that hair intact. Deep Shine Pure Pigments, understanding our label. Okay, so we incorporate numerical values and letters to identify and reflect each Deep Shine permanent color. So with our numbering, we base it both on a number and a letter system, and everybody's trained differently. So this is really where it comes across to you as how you were trained, but we offer both to make it easy to read the story, right, that we've created. So our 0.0 is going to be our natural shades. Our 0.1 is an ash. 0.2 is a violet. Our 3 is a gold. 4 is copper. 5 is mahogany. 6 is red, and 8 is chocolate. So within the numerical letter value system, each reflect corresponds to a number and letter to identify the tone. So you'll see in our example that right here, there's no level present because your level is going to be your first number prior to the decimal, okay? And that's the level of lightness to darkness. The first number that is present after the decimal is going to be your primary underlying tone, okay? So that's going to be the strongest tone within that pigment. Your second number after the decimal is going to be your secondary underlying tone. So it's going to be a little weaker than that first one for sure, but that's the best way to read it. So if you've trained by numbers, you know that a 4-3 is going to be our copper gold. If you're trained by letters, we have the CG available for you to see as well. Okay, so into our shade chart, again, over 60 plus family members among 11 tonal families. So you can see that we've really created everything you need to create those beautiful looks behind the chair. So you can see our NC, NW, and NLs. So these are going to be where we come in to talk about gray coverage. Now, as far as one of the biggest questions that I get is, how would I know if I need an NC, an NW, or an NL? So an NL, a natural light series, is going to be our regular neutral series. So it's still going to have that light refraction, and it's still going to have that kind of sheen to it. Where we get into our NCs and our NWs, these are going to be what we're using to help with gray coverage. So the way I like to think about it is almost like my gray additive series. And based off of what my target shade is going to be is how I choose either a warm or a cool when I'm trying to get 100% gray coverage. So again, the natural light series is going to be our regular neutral series for no gray or just for blending. Our natural cool and our natural warm are going to be more of an additive series because they're a triple pigment dye load to get that 100% gray coverage. Okay, so let's talk about our tonal families a little bit deeper. So our NCs, like I was talking about before, for our gray coverage is going to be an NC or a 0.000, so triple pigment dye load, right? A natural cool has 3 pigments of yellow, red, blue with 1 extra blue to make it slightly cooler. So if we're choosing a target shade that has a cool base and we want to keep it cool or we want to neutralize a little, this is going to be the selection that we choose. Our NW or 0.003, still a triple pigment dye load, but we have 2 pigments of yellow, red, and blue, and then an extra pigment of gold. Okay, and so that's going to be the one that you're choosing if your target shade has a little bit more of a warmer base or you want to enhance warmth within that target shade. Our natural light series or our 0.03 is natural light has 1 pigment of yellow, red, and blue. Okay, natural, yellow, red, and blue. Our BB is going to be a blue base. Chocolate, this is one of my favorites to really use on a daily basis, both within our Deep Shine Permanent and the Gloss series, is a polychromatic blend. So that means that we've blended all the colors of the rainbow for you to create these nice, beautiful, rich tones that are going to allow you to get these amazing light refracted, gorgeous, warm chocolates. You can always add an ash in too if you feel like you want more of a milk chocolate, but they're irreplaceable to me, honestly, as a stylist behind the chair. So we have A for ash, which is green, blue, or violet, depending on the level. So this is where we also vary from another color line. A lot of other color lines will have just a strictly green base or just a strictly blue based ash. Ours is going to be based off of what that tonal value you're either trying to neutralize or enhance is going to be at that level. So if you're at a level 4 and you're trying to neutralize that out, what is the primary underlying pigment at a level 4? Anybody in the chat real quick? Primary underlying pigment that we're trying to neutralize is going to be red, right, at a level 4. So clearly at a level 4, our ash base is going to be primarily green. As you get up into the 8, 9, 10s, we really don't have a need for green, right? Because there's no red left in the hair. So our primary underlying pigment in those ash bases are going to be either a blue or a violet. So that's one of the things that I absolutely love about this line as well. Our pearl is great for those beautiful pearly blondes or to achieve those silver tones. They are also a blue violet base. If you plan to use the pearl base, just know that you need to be at least 1 level lighter than what you're adding to it. And we'll cover that more when we get into the gloss as well. Our S is going to be our sand series, also one of my favorites in this line. I got a lot of favorites, I got to say. I guess I can't really pick one, but they give you those beautiful beachy sandy vibes that really kind of make you want to go have a cocktail on the beach. But you got those blue and violet primarily with underlying yellow. We have our G, which is gold. Our C is copper, which is going to have an orange base. Our copper gold is going to be an orange and a yellow. Red is going to be red. M is mahogany, which is a red purple. Mahogany red is going to be a red violet red, so very strong. Our red violet is going to be red to violet, and our PV is a rich plum, so a beautiful purple. So Deep Shine, again, follows the European level system. So this is where I was talking about how this differs from the Rusk 10. So our Rusk 10 is following the American system, where our traditional permanent cream hair color line is following the European system. So this is going to be just a little bit deeper of a tone. Okay, so usage, using our shine enhancing cream developers. So our Zero Lift Balancing Lotion for use with Deepshine Permanent Cream Color gives you a demi-like result. We say demi-like because there is still ammonia in the permanent hair color. So just keep in mind that it can shift a natural tone just a little bit. But you're going to mix that 1 part color to 2 parts Zero Lift Balancing Lotion. Okay, and that's great for pull through, for refreshing the ends. Just like I said, keep in mind that it's a demi-like result. We have our 10 volume for optimum gray coverage, or lift a base up to 1 level. 20 volume lifts 2 levels, 30 volume lifts 3, and 40 volume lifts 4. All right, so it can be used in multiple ways for 100% gray coverage to lighten or tone virgin hair, as well as demi-permanent like results. When used for a base lift, Deepshine Permanent follows this mixing and processing guideline. So we're going to mix 1 part of our Deepshine Permanent color to 1.5 parts of our 10, 20, 30, or 40 volume developer. Standard timing is anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes. Always use 45 minutes if you are covering gray. You need a full 45-minute processing time to cover gray with our traditional cream hair color line. For a demi-like result, we're going to be mixing 1 ounce of Deepshine Permanent to 2 ounces of Zero Lift Balancing Lotion, and processing time on that is going to be 20 minutes. Now, we always recommend that you never use heat. Never use heat, because heat is going to break down the way that these products are designed, so you will lose your control. All right, so talking about our Deepshine Ultimate Blonde High Lifts and Triple Action Clear. So our Ultimate Blonde High Lift is for lift and tone in a single process. 3 shades pre-mixed and balanced natural tones to help neutralize brassiness. Deepshine Triple Action Clear used alone or mixed with any of the 3 Ultimate Blonde High Lifts, or Deepshine Permanent Color for additional half to 1 full level of lift. So Triple Action Clear is basically working like with a tube of ammonia. So if you need that extra little kick for that half to 1 full level of lift, or I like to think of it almost like a little Pac-Man that goes in and eats out underlying pigment that I'm trying to neutralize to give me more of a pure tone. So it gives you a lot more control. Okay, so what is in the range? Now talking about our Ultimate Blonde High Lift colors. Okay, so our BN is a beige natural for the perfect blend of beige with natural tones to control yellow. So this would be used on somebody that's already naturally blonde but wants to be lighter, that you're not really having to address any of those underlying pigments. It'll give you a beautiful bright beige blonde. When you get a little bit darker hair and you're starting to battle a little bit more of those unwanted pigments, we have our BV, which is our beige violet. So beige with extra violet to control the unwanted gold, okay? And then we have our BB, which is our beige blue with extra blue to control the unwanted orange. So how you would choose which of these you're using is what you're starting with and where you want to be. What is your target shade and what are those tones that we're going to be addressing during the lifting process so that we're able to neutralize, lift, neutralize, and tone all in one step. So we're using with our Shine Enhancing Cream Developer 30 or 40 volume only. And yes, these are safe for on scalp when mixed with our 30 and 40 volume. Okay. These also have our InnoPro technology in them. And what InnoPro technology is it's a starchy carbohydrate that actually is encapsulating the hair strand and protecting it during the hair coloring process. So it's locking in moisture and it's protecting it from anything that could possibly get the integrity of the hair. Okay, so there's, again, no need with any of our color line for any bond protecting additives. Okay, so I see a couple of questions that popped up is what is the darkest level to use these on? And that is a fantastic question. So we have most control within 4 levels of lift. And we want to make sure that also we're only using this on virgin hair because we don't have control with color lifting color, right? So we want to make sure it's natural hair, virgin hair, and we don't want to go anything darker than a natural level 6. You can, the BB, the beige blue, because it battles unwanted orange tones, depending on how dense that hair type is, you can possibly use it on a natural level 5. Okay, so again, just based off of what you want your end result to be is how you would choose. Okay, a few BB highlights is gorgeous when enhancing white and gray hair. That is a great tip, absolutely, because you're adding pigment back into the hair without adding a ton of harsh color that's going to have a line of demarcation. So absolutely. Thank you, Penny, for that.
Jess, are you better to use the triple action clear for lift or a 40 volume instead of?
Okay, that's a great question. So is it better to use the triple action clear if we want the lift, or to use a 40 volume? So again, it's based off of which client you're working with. If I have somebody that is naturally already blonde and I don't need that big of a shift, I'm more likely to put a little triple action clear in there with 30 volume. If I have somebody that has darker hair that I know that I'm going to need to pull out all of my tricks, you can absolutely use both. So put your triple action clear and your 40 volume in, because all you're doing is ensuring that you have the most control possibly needed to get your end result. Okay, so features and benefits. Ideal for the colorist that wants a powerful lift without using lightener. So it eliminates having to lighten and tone because you're doing it all in one process. Lift and tone, here we go, in one process, up to 5 levels of lift. So like I was talking about, depending on how dense that level 5 is, you can definitely use it on a level 5. Used alone for a base shift or to get 1/2 to 1 full level of lift with triple action clear. Here's our shade chart to kind of show you what we've got as far as the beige natural, the beige violet, and the beige blue. And you can see that those pigments that are infused in that toning value is really going to battle those unwanted hues. Okay, how do we mix it? How do we mix and process? So we're going to use 1 ounce of our blonde high lift, our ultimate blonde high lift, to 2 ounces of 30 or 40 volume developer, and you're going to process for up to 45 minutes. Again, never recommending heat with our permanent color line because heat is going to destruct how these were actually made to perform. Our deep shine triple action clears follows the mixing and processing of 1 ounce of triple action clear to 2 ounces of 30 or 40 volume developer, processing for up to 20 minutes, again, without heat. To add into any formula for an additional 1/2 level to 1 level of lift, add a 1/2 ounce of triple action clear to every 1/2 ounce of any deep shine color formula. So if you want richer brunettes, brighter reds, and more vibrant blondes, it's fantastic. Again, like I said, works like a little Pac-Man to go in and eat out those unwanted pigments, or maybe some of that natural neutral tone that's in their hair, so that you get more of a pure, bright, vibrant result. Okay, so that was our Deep Shine Permanent Cream Hair Color Line. Are there any questions for that at all? No? Okay, so we'll dive into our gloss now. So our Deep Shine Gloss, what is Deep Shine Gloss? Deep Shine Gloss is Rusk's liquid demi-permanent color line to enhance tone, correct, and blend for dimensional color that lasts, because longevity is everything, right? A collection of 25 plus shades infused with conditioning agents for superior shine, softness, and compatibility. So really working in those deep conditioning into our hair coloring process again. Get the results you want in up to 10 minutes with flexible mixing ratios and application for the stylist that likes to work smarter, not harder. So we have 25 creative shades plus clear, ideal for the colorist who wants toning with 0 lift to the base, which is what a demi-permanent is known for, right? A base break in up to 10 minutes with our activating lotion. So just to talk about this real quick, our Deep Shine Gloss activating lotion is going to give you a slight lift. So it's going to give you more penetration. If you want just deposit only, that's when you would use our 0 lift balancing lotion, okay? So then we have our toning in up to 10 minutes, gray blending, refreshing color while processing your root touch-up. So if you do a gray coverage root touch-up, you can pull through with our Deep Shine Gloss. Pure tone shades for best neutralizing brassiness. So this comes in with toners, right? Everybody needs a good toner, especially in the summertime. We have our pH balancing with zero lift balancing lotion. So again, talking about how we want just deposit only, okay? Deep Shine Clear to dilute a formula one level lighter or to enhance shine. So our Deep Shine Clear, okay, this is one you can use for just a clear glaze. Gets a little confused with the name with the triple action clear we were talking about previously. So the triple action clear is going to be our tube of ammonia. If you want a clear glaze at the shampoo bowl as an add-on service, you would use the Deep Shine Gloss Demi-Permanent Clear. Deep Shine Gloss Demi-Permanent Clear. So you can also add this to any of your formulations to dilute them a little. So say if you have a level 8 and you want a level 9, just put a little bit of clear in there as well. And it's also great to enhance shine. But again, we have all of our marine nutrient complex to really, to really add the shine and the conditioning to that hair coloring process.
Jess, what level is the zero lift activating lotion and what volume is the gloss activating lotion?
So our gloss activating lotion is actually going to be a 9-volume developer, and the zero lift balancing developer is more like a 5-volume. So you can definitely see the shift in that and how you would use it. Oleic acid further softens, strengthens, adds shine to the hair, delivering further into the hair cortex for long-lasting color results. So this again comes into the longevity, okay? Marine extracts harness the power of the sea to seal, strengthen, and protect the hair during the coloring process. Okay, so into our shade chart, the shades that we currently have in our Deep Shine Gloss, you can see we have our natural series. And again, you can combine any of these to make what is needed. So coming back to you as the artist, we have our ash, our pearl series. To reference back on the pearl, if you're looking to get a silver out of the toning process, you want to make sure that your level that you've pre-lifted the hair is at least one level higher than the shade that you are putting onto it. So if you want a 7P, you want to lift them to an 8. If you want a 9P, you want to lift them to a 10, okay? Otherwise, you're just going to be neutralizing out yellow and it's going to work more like a toner than an actual silver. We have our sand series, and this is a great way of showing you too that in our shade charts, we have the color bars. So this shows you what the primary underlying pigment is in that specific hue. So you can see at the top of the 8 sand here on the chart is primarily gold with an underlying violet, okay? And in our book, we have the same. We have the color bars to show you what the primary underlying pigment is in that shade. We have gold, copper gold, mahogany, and then again into our chocolate series, the ones I was talking about, our polychromatic blend. Absolutely beautiful use for your clients. And then we have what we like to call our toners that complement our high lift series. Now, you don't necessarily need to use these when you're using the high lift. You can use these on just a bleach and tone as well, or just on a toning client, maybe that was out in the sun a little bit, but they complement that series in being that, again, we have those shades, the tonal value based off of what the need is. So coming in with our BN is our beige natural. That one is a beautiful honey blonde, beige honey blonde. So if you have somebody that just needs a little bit of tonality, it's a great option. Our beige violet is going to be the one that battles out those unwanted yellow tones. So say maybe they needed a little bit more processing time, like maybe 5 minutes too early. The beige violet is going to knock that yellow out for you for sure. And then we have our beige blue, which is going to battle unwanted orange tones. So it all comes back down to the color wheel and what's needed to address each of those underlying pigments. So definitely great options to have in your arsenal of tools when it comes to toning. Okay, so back into the tonal families. This is just a further breakdown on what our letters mean. So N is our natural, B is blue, CH is our chocolate, which is the polychromatic blend. A is our ash, green, blue, or violet, depending on the level that you're at. So this is where the color bars come into play too, if you have a question about that. Our Pearl series is a violet, sand is a violet yellow, gold is yellow, copper is orange, copper gold is orange yellow, red is red, and mahogany is red violet. Then we get into, again, like I was talking about, our toners, which is our beige blue, our beige violet, and our beige neutral, just again, based off of what the need for that specific client is and what your end result you want to achieve is. Okay, so mix in a bottle or with a bowl and a brush. And this comes back to you as the artist. We always allow you to be the best you that you can be, and that is however it works best for you. So with the service of gray blending, color enhancement, color refreshing, or color correction or balancing, you're going to do 1 ounce of Deep Shine Gloss to 1 ounce of Developer. So we're mixing equal parts here. And you can use, again, either the for the gray blending or refreshing, we're going to use our Deep Shine Zero Lift Balancing Lotion. Zero Lift Balancing Lotion. And you're going to process for up to 20 minutes. I'm sorry, I minimized my screen there for a second. Fix it real quick. There we go. Okay, so you're going to process for up to 20 minutes. Then for a gloss or a toner, you're going to, again, mix equal parts with our Deep Shine Zero Lift Balancing Lotion as well. And you're going to process up to 10 minutes, but you're going to want to check it every 5. Okay. For a base break, we're again mixing equal parts with our Deep Shine Activating Lotion. So this is the one that is more like a 10 volume developer. Okay. And you're going to process for up to 10 minutes, again, checking every 5. Okay, so shine enhance or dilute the intensity is how we're going to mix our Deep Shine Gloss Clear. So this again was the one I was saying you can use as an add-on service. Mixing equal parts again with our Deep Shine Lift Balancing Lotion, because we don't need that added lift factor to it. We don't want to shift the natural. This is where the Zero Lift Balancing Lotion comes into play. Okay, and then you're going to process for up to 20 minutes as well. Okay, any questions on the Deep Shine Gloss Demi-Permanent liquid hair color at all before we dive into our lighteners? I think they're really
I would like to sleep.
Control, so.
Huh? You did or you didn't? No.
Oh, everybody ready? Okay, so let's talk about our lighteners. Now we have a variety of lighteners for you. Guys, if you could just make sure you're muted for me, please. Thank you. So we have a variety of lighteners, and it's not necessarily that you need every single one. It's that we have one specific need for every individual client. So our blue powdered lightener, this is one of my—
Can I interrupt you? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Go right ahead.
Question.
Yes.
Would you recommend using gloss on the ends of the hair, even after using our Rusk in 10?
Okay, so if you've already used our Rusk in 10 and you're finding that your client needs something a little extra, or you need a pull through or a toner on the ends, you absolutely can use the Deep Shine Gloss. You just want to make sure that you're using the Zero Lift Balancing Lotion as well, so you're getting the best benefit you can from a demi-permanent result. And so real quick, the difference between a permanent and a demi-permanent. A demi-permanent has no ammonia or peroxide in it, okay? A permanent is gonna have ammonia. So we wanna make sure that we're using the right products on that client's hair, so we're not continually opening the cuticle. We want that to really deposit, close the cuticle down, and condition the hair so that it's in the best shape possible and add shine to it, because beautiful, long-lasting, gorgeous, healthy hair color is what it's all about. So I absolutely recommend using the gloss in the instance where you've already previously colored or highlighted their hair. That is a great question. Any others? Okay. All right, so back into our powdered lighteners, or into our lighteners. So the blue powdered lightener is a fabulous addition to the Rusk portfolio. It is Rusk's quickest lifting lightener. It delivers premium lightning results for quick highlighting, hair painting, and off-scalp processes with an integrated bond protection. So InnoPro technology, and this is what I was talking about in our high lift series as well. With InnoPro technology, it nourishes and conditions the hair during the lightening process. So there is no need for any added bond protection whatsoever. So the InnoPro technology encapsulates the hair, adds moisture, and protects it from anything that could possibly harm it. You're gonna get up to 9 levels of lift with this, 9 levels of lift. This is an off-scalp application only. So you wanna make sure that you're only going to be using this either on the mid-shaft to ends. You can use it for hair painting as long as it's not touching the scalp, or in foils, okay?
How about on Indian hair? How much we can lift?
So it's going to give you up to 9 levels of lift. So it just depends on where you're starting, like what level you're starting at. So you can get up to 9 based off of your mixing ratio, what developer you mix it with, and how long it's processed.
Okay.
Okay, so the Deepshine Ultimate Blonde follows this mixing and processing. So for lift up to 9 levels, you're going to mix 1 ounce of blue powdered lightener to 2 ounces of 10, 20, 30, or 40 volume developer. And your processing time is going to be up to 45 minutes. Okay, so 1 ounce to 2 ounces and up to 45-minute processing time. Now, I recommend if you're doing multiple sessions, speaking of super dark hair, if you're planning to do multiple sessions, I would start with a really low volume developer to see how far you get first, and then you can come in a little stronger based off of what the integrity of the hair is like. Okay, our Deepshine
So
Bright.
is this,
Oh, go ahead.
so is this the product that you would use to hand paint?
You absolutely can use this to hand paint. So there are a couple different options, and I'll talk about our cream lightener in a few minutes as well. But when I'm behind the chair as a stylist, I pick either the Deepshine blue powdered lightener or the cream lightener. Those are my go-tos, depending on how much lift you need. If you need a little more lift than the cream is going to give you, then the 9 level is definitely going to be your best friend. Gives you
Thank
a
you.
nice creamy consistency too. Okay, so our Deepshine Bright White, what is the difference with this versus our blue? A powerful yet gentle enough for on or off scalp. So that's the first difference, is you can use it on scalp. It is an ammonia-free lightener, ammonia-free. Okay, that's the big change right there. With hydrolyzed silk and marine extracts to nourish and revitalize the hair during the lifting process for superior conditioning. So this one is going to give you up to 7 levels of lift. So up to 7, you get the 9 with the blue. It is an on or off scalp application. So you can use this one on scalp. The blue you cannot, okay? And then it's got the ammonia free as well. So I have clients that actually have ammonia allergies, and they do a lot of global lightening applications. So this is gonna be my first choice for them when it comes to something like that, which is a great arsenal or a great tool in my arsenal of tricks. So you're still able to give those clients maybe that have sensitivities the same ending result without compromising their scalp. We do not ever recommend using heat with any of our lighteners, again, because heat is going to break down the way these products are designed, and you're going to lose control. And especially during lightening, control is everything. Always complete a strand test if you're not quite sure if it's a good idea or which one you should use. It's going to give you the best possible outcome. So our Deepshine Bright White Powdered Lightener usage for the service of lift up to 7 levels on scalp, you're going to mix 1 part lightener to 2 parts 10 or 20 volume developer. We never recommend going above 20 volume on scalp ever. And then you're going to process for up to 45 minutes. For lift of 7 levels off scalp, this is where you can use any of our developers. So our 10, 20, 30, or 40, or even the 0 lift if you just need a slight shift. You're still going to mix 1 ounce of powdered lightener to 2 ounces of any of those developers, also processing time up to 45 minutes. You don't necessarily need a full 45 minutes. So this comes back to you as the professional and your client and how long they can process based off of the integrity of that hair and when you reach your target shade. Okay, and then we get into our cream lightener like I was referencing before. So this is definitely my #1 go-to when it comes to hand painting. If I need a little extra lift is usually when I go back to my Deep Shine Blue lightener. So for the gentle lift on or off scalp techniques, blue oil for controlled lift. Control is everything in lightning. So this is actually enriched with our marine nutrient extracts as well to deeply condition during the lightening process. Sea oak to prevent moisture loss, while sea kelp nourishes and revitalizes the hair and improves the elasticity. So this is going to give you up to 7 levels of lift as well and can be used for on or off scalp application. Again, not processing with heat, but this is the one that I like to use for my global lightening clients where I'm doing a full bleach and tone, okay? And it just, the control factor and the creamy consistency of this lightener is incomparable to any of the other cream lighteners I've ever used. It's going to say exactly where you place it. Okay, so how do we use it? For the service of lifting up to 7 levels on scalp, again, we do not recommend anything higher than a 20 volume. So you're going to mix 1 part of the cream lightener to 2 parts of 10 or 20 volume developer, processing for up to 45 minutes. For lifting of 7 levels off scalp, this is where you get your creativity a little more. So you are able to use anything from a 10, 20, 30, or 40 volume developer with processing up to 45 minutes as well. So these are base mixing ratios on all of these lighteners. Again, it comes back to you as the professional and the artist. You can tweak these a little based off of what your results are and what works better for you as the stylist as well. But I always say you got to know the rules before you can break them, right? Okay, so again, never recommending heat with any of our products. Are there any questions on the lighteners before we talk about our Deep Shine Directs at all? Everybody feeling pretty confident? Okay.
I have a question about the blue powder.
Yes.
So once the client have a, has the box dye, so it can't lift like a line level once you use the blue powder. So what do you recommend?
Anytime that you're doing a color correction on previously colored hair, you don't have necessarily a clear result that you know for a fact that you're going to get. But because we have the 9 levels of lift and the InnoPro technology in the blue powdered lightener, it's going to allow you to push that hair a little further without compromising the integrity of the hair at all. So it is going to take you a little bit further into having more control than you would naturally have with only a 7 level lift. But I would definitely start with a lower volume developer and do a test strand to make sure that that hair can actually take it.
Okay. And then do you suggest that do like, the second time, the twice or thrice?
It again comes back down to that specific client and how the integrity of the hair feels. If it looks like it's super healthy still and you used a very low volume developer, you can definitely try again. I don't know that I would necessarily use the Deep Shine Blue twice. I might go back in with something a little softer like the cream lightener afterwards. But if that client's hair seems like the integrity of it is compromised whatsoever, I wouldn't do it again. And that's the #1 thing when we're doing corrective colors is to under promise and over deliver. So make sure you're giving your client plenty of consultation on what to expect, but make sure that you set those expectations really low. So when you come back with more, they're going to be the client.
Oh, got it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Any other lightener questions at all? Okay, so let's talk about our Deep Shine Directs. Clearly something I use on a regular basis. So what is a Deep Shine Direct? The ammonia and PPD-free direct color line for intensive, long-lasting, vibrant color. So these are going to be our rainbow colors. Infused with marine extracts, Hair is left feeling healthy and conditioned with incredible shine. So we have 9 intermixable shades, again, allowing you to be an artist, that allow you to break all barriers to maximize your creativity. It lasts up to 12 to 14 washes. For somebody like me, I only wash my hair every 9 days, so that can definitely give you some longevity. The shades that we have are purple, pink, teal, red, Merlot, blue, green, icy white, and clear. So what is Deep Shine Clear? So we've talked about how we have clear in our demi-permanent color, but we also have it in a direct. So the clear is used to dilute any of the 9 intermixable shades for one-of-a-kind color creations. So this is how you would make your pastels, or you would dilute your color to not be necessarily as deep. It's going to allow you, again, to have that maximum creativity. So you can also use it at the shampoo bowl as an added service just by itself. And again, with a Deep Shine Direct, there is no mixing necessary unless you are trying to create a one-of-a-kind shade. Okay, so there's no developer needed. These are direct out of the tube. So our Deep Shine Icy White is used to tone unwanted pigments. So let's talk about the Icy White for a second, because this is the only one that we are not going to apply to dry hair. This is the only one that actually goes on damp hair at the shampoo bowl. Okay, and I'm sure we'll dig deeper into this, but just keep that in mind. So our minimum dilution with our Deep Shine Clear is 1/4 of an ounce. Medium is going to be 1/2 ounce, and maximum is 1 ounce. Deep Shine Direct Shade is going to be 1 ounce of color. So that's for your minimum dilution. So 1 ounce of your target shade to 1/4 of an ounce of clear. Medium dilution is going to be 1 ounce to 1/2 ounce, and maximum is going to be equal parts. Again, always recommending never to use heat and to do a strand test. Okay, so application for lightening and applying our Deep Shine Directs. You want to pre-lighten the hair with the Rusk Deep Shine Lightener of your choice. So you want to see the following chart for a recommended level based off of what that target shade is, on how light that hair needs to be. You're going to rinse and shampoo out the lightener, and you're going to dry the hair. So we're not adding conditioner. We're rinsing, shampooing, and drying. You're going to apply the Deep Shine Direct shade of your choice. Again, no developer is required. Do not process with heat. Heat is going to break it down and is going to modify your end result. Once processed, you're going to rinse well with tepid water, and do not shampoo it, because you're going to wash all that color down the sink. So you're just going to take all that work you did and wash it down the sink. So do not shampoo it again. You're just going to rinse it really well. And then you're going to style it with your favorite Rusk products. So that hair color is going to lock in and is going to last up to 12 to 14 washes.
Great.
You condition after the rinse. So that is a great question. I just happened to see that one out of the corner of my eye. You can absolutely condition if you feel like it is necessary, but it is a conditioned based product. So it is like you're putting conditioner into the hair anyway. So it's all based on what you feel like that client's need is. So here's our shade chart of our available tones. Again, we have our purple, pink, red, Merlot, teal, green, blue, icy white, and clear, all completely intermixable to create an untouchable palette. So here is our chart on what level it needs to be pre-lightened to achieve the best possible shade results. So with our blue, purple, and pink, you want to make sure that the hair is lifted to about a level 9, which is a pale yellow. And we're going to process for up to 30 minutes. Okay, and this is going to be on dry, clean hair. The green, teal, and red needs to be lifted to a yellow, which is about a level 8. You're going to process also for up to 30 minutes on dry hair. Merlot just needs to be lifted to an orange gold, because then we have a base, right? So a little bit of an anchor. So about a level 7 on dry hair as well for 30 minutes. Our icy white, this is the one that we were talking about that you can use as a rapid toner at the bowl, is put on pale yellow. So previously highlighted hair at about a level 9 plus, and it's going to be timing up to 5 to 15 minutes. And this goes on damp hair. And I don't recommend walking away from it because it is rapid. When we talk about it being rapid, you would definitely want to stand there. And I use my fingernail just to kind of scratch a little bit of it off to see where that tonal value has saturated. Then we have our clear, which you can do on any hair color level, especially as an add-on service. You're going to process for up to 30 minutes, and that is also on dry hair. Okay. Any questions on the directs at all? Everybody feeling pretty confident they're learning something they can go use behind the chair this week? Okay, so let's talk about a staple in my cabinet. Okay, this comes back into the lightning question that was asked as well about previous color. So this is definitely another option for you. The Rusk Eliminate, and what does it do? Rusk Eliminate Color Corrector gently removes unwanted permanent hair color. A non-progressive, precise control formula that contains no ammonia, peroxide, bleach, or formaldehyde. It gently removes any level of permanent oxidative hair color, no matter how long it has been in the hair. It reverses the bonds of oxidative dye molecules, allowing safe and effective color removal, bringing the hair back to its pre-colored state. It promotes unsurpassed shine and condition. So basically what's happening is that it's going to shrink those color molecules back down. And when you wash it out of the hair very vigorously, you're rinsing those color molecules down the drain. Patrick, yes, it will absolutely take out box color. Absolutely. So permanent oxidative hair color. Okay. So for the person the stylist that had asked me about somebody that had previously colored hair that they're trying to lighten, this would be a safer starting point because it's going to allow that hair to get a lot further without compromising the integrity of it at all. Because all it's doing is reversing the hair color process. So this can be done up to 3 times in one day before you even use any of our hair coloring products. 3 times, because there's no harsh chemicals in it at all. So if you can remove that box color and then you can go back in with a low volume developer and our lightener, you only have to do it once, right? You wouldn't have to think about a second process. So definitely one of my staples for corrective color, always.
Justin, will it take out box color?
Yes, I just answered
Did
that.
you? Oh, sorry. My
Okay,
bad.
no worries. But yes, it absolutely does.
And then thereafter we can use the lightener. Is safe too?
It absolutely is safe to use lightener after.
Oh, great.
Because there is
Always keeping the integrity of the hair in mind.
Yes.
Yes.
So what we're going to do with the Rusk Eliminate, there's 3 bottles in the box. You're going to combine equal parts of step 1, which is the color reducer, and equal parts of step 2, the conditioning catalyst. So we're going to apply it with an applicator bottle or a bowl and brush. You're going to apply it everywhere that is needed that has previous hair color. Now you can put this on virgin hair. It will not do anything to it. So it's just a waste of product in my perspective. So just add it everywhere that there is previously colored hair. The thick, creamy consistency ensures quick, easy, and a precise application. And you're going to process up to 20 minutes. This can be used with or without heat. If used with heat, just remember that it is opening the cuticle. So when you go to wash those color molecules out of the hair, it is probably going to rinse out a little bit easier. Okay, so then we also have our Eliminate Direct Dye Eliminator. So the Rusk Eliminate Direct Dye Eliminator is a direct dye lift for semi-permanent color. So like we talked about the rainbow colors, this is going to be the one that touches the semi-permanent to pull them out of the hair without compromising. So unique liquid formula with conditioning agents includes 2 2-ounce dye lifters, 4-ounce processing lotion, and an easy, gentle removal of semi-permanent vibrant colors where you can use it with multiple applications versus just one single use. That's why it comes with 2 of the 2-ounce dye lifters. So how does this one work? We're going to combine equal parts of step 1, which is the dye lifter, with step 2, the conditioning catalyst. We're going to apply it with a bottle or a bowl and a brush. And the thick, creamy consistency ensures quick, easy, and precise application. This we're also going to process up to 20 minutes, but we are not using heat on this one. Okay, so talking about the directs still, a great option to either use behind the chair to refresh a client's direct or to retail to your clients to take home is our Deepshine Boost Conditioners. So a Deepshine Direct Vibrant Boost Conditioner, color depositing conditioner, keep vibrant colors salon fresh between services. So the key benefit is you keep that vibrant color fresh. It fortifies with marine extracts to help seal the cuticle, repair, and strengthen the hair. And can be used daily or as often as needed. It will last through several shampoos. So we offer blue, red, purple, green, and Merlot. And these are incredible additions to the Deepshine portfolio because previously, before any of these existed, your clients were washing that color out a lot faster than they could make it into the salon. So this is a great way for them to maintain that color at home in between appointments. How much do you charge for retail? I just saw that one out of my corner of my eye too as well. So your retail is based off of what your salon is upcharging your retail costs for. So whatever your cost is, normally I think is about double that. Okay, so Deepshine Boost Conditioners. So very similar to the Vibrant Boost. These are also great either behind the chair or to retail as well. It keeps color brass free and salon fresh between services. The key benefit is, again, keeping it color fresh and brass free, fortified as well with marine extracts to help seal cuticle, repair, and strengthen. Can be used daily or as often as needed and will last through several shampoos. So these colors we offer cool beige, cool blonde, brown, and red. So for someone like me that I'm in Arizona and my clients get brassy just from our water, having these as a backbone to retail to them during the summer is fantastic for in-between appointments. So they don't come in with super yellow hair that I have to color correct all over again. Okay, so usage tips. After shampooing, generously apply the Deepshine Boost Conditioner to evenly damp hair and comb through for an even distribution. Use gloves if desired, which I highly recommend with the Vibrant Boosts because they are so pigmented. You want to make sure you're protecting your skin. For color refreshing, you're going to leave on for 5 to 10 minutes. For maximum intensity, you're going to leave on for 15. Then you're going to rinse and style because these are already a conditioner. All right. Any questions at all about the Deepshine Boost or about any of the color portfolio that we've covered? I know I saw some great questions in here today, so really excited that you guys are digging deeper. I know I see a couple of familiar names on here as well, so I know you've been with me before, and I welcome all of you brand new ones as well to our Rusk family. It has been an honor to share this information with you today. I live off of helping you guys change your careers. That's what pushes me forward. So again, my name is Jess Bartolomeo. My Instagram is hairstar86, and we also have Rusk Hair Care on Instagram as well. I want to thank Marlo Beauty for having this class for us. And we're always pushing forward with education to help you guys, again, work smarter, not harder. So if you've only taken one little tidbit from me today, then I have done my job.